Okay, how are we already at episode 10? Like, did we just blink and record an entire season?
Yeah, right? 10 episodes in, laughing, crying, oversharing, and somehow still showing up in one piece. Here we are, the end of our first season.
Mostly, mostly One Piece.
I mean, I only cried a few times.
Well, I'm seriously so glad that you guys have been here for us for season 1, and this is just the beginning.
Welcome back to Glow Up and Grow Up, the podcast where we get real about the messy, beautiful evolution of womanhood.
We are wrapping up season 1 today of Becoming Her season. This is going to be a mix of kind of reflection, real talk, and a little sneak peek of what's next. Let's take just a minute to look back because we started with episode 1 out in Las Vegas, just putting our stories out there and hoping something clicked.
Yeah, and remember us saying, I don't even know who I am anymore. That was episode 2, and honestly, still true some days.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely still feel like that. And then we got into body image, which was a hard episode for both of us, talking about some of the toxic stuff we grew up with in the 90s. And we hope that you guys felt it was necessary.
Yeah, Money Talk 2, the real truth about financial security, not relying on a man. Episode 6 was spicy.
And then we had episode 7, which was balancing business, family, ugly cry in the bathroom breaks. And if you don't cry between Zoom calls, are you even an entrepreneur? Like, we really dove in there and kind of gave you guys our whole hearts.
Exactly. And then we ended with episode 9 about friendships and how they shift as we grow. Honestly, we could do a whole season just on friendship.
Yes, we've had so much feedback on that episode. That's super awesome. But let's not forget about towards the beginning, we talked about our LuLaRoe journey back in episode 3. And that kind of feels like a lifetime ago, just episode 3. I mean,
It does.
it feels like forever. Stace, what was your favorite episode?
I don't know if I have a favorite episode, but I think I have moments in each one. I just think, just sharing my story and your story, I think is my favorite part. And I think just my favorite part is just people relating to us that they feel like, oh, wow, like you're going through that too, or you went through that too. And I think that's my favorite part is the feedback we get
Yeah.
after the episode airs. And it's just side text, people texting me, messaging me on the side. And I know you got messages too. That's really, that's really why we did this, is to help women out there that you're not alone with what you're going through every day.
Yeah. I think that's huge. I think just the community aspect of it and just hearing from you guys, truly, that for me too has been the best part of just hearing like, thank you for saying that, or wow, I feel like that. And I didn't know anyone else felt like that. And that's so huge. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I remember people were saying the podcast I didn't know I needed. Like that is like my favorite line probably from season 1. Like, you didn't know you needed it. We didn't know we needed to do this, and then we're like, hey, let's just do it.
For real.
And we really didn't know. We still don't know what we're doing. Honestly, we're just like, hey, we found a great producer, and he's kind of guided us, and we're just kind of running with it. And we're excited for season 2 because I felt like season 1 we had to send a groundwork of kind of who we are, our story. So if you've been following along with us, you probably know us better than you ever thought you would. What fun fact, I didn't know this, but my son listens to our podcast.
Oh,
And I
hello,
didn't really,
Christopher.
yeah, right. I really didn't think he would be interested in hearing what, because it's all woman talk.
Yeah.
And he no, he listens. He listens, and he said, "Hey, who's this that you said this about?" And I'm like, "Oh, hold, let me think."
So we have to be very careful about
Yeah,
how we talk about Christopher on this podcast.
right, because he is listening.
I
And
love that. But I think it's important for he's a younger guy that has a serious girlfriend and she'll be going through these things one day and hopefully
yeah,
by God they'll still be together and he'll be able to understand her better. So I think it's great that all people of all ages, men, women, like it's awesome. It's awesome to see who has listened. So thank you guys for that.
yeah,
Um let's talk a little bit about what we're still working on because if we're being honest, we're not perfect. That's why we're here. Um
correct.
So I think for me, I'm still working on like just slowing down and not getting wrapped up in productivity and finding my worth in goals and achieving and what I can get done. And I still struggle with just existing and being. And so that is probably going to be a lifelong project for me. But
Yep.
that is something that I think in the next year, that is my biggest thing, is how can I slow down more? Who can I hire to help? Like, who can I get a cleaning lady to help? Who can I bless with income that I am making to their family that also allows me to relax a little bit? So that's my biggest thing.
Be a cross to someone. Be a
That's right.
cross.
I love it. Stace, what's yours?
What I'm still working on?
Yeah.
So I'm still working on, I think I got the balancing, like, I think I'm good on that. I'm still working on self-love. I'm still working on being a better version of me. Breaking news to the podcast that I started OCI classes.
Tell us what that is.
OCIA. It's very hard to say that. Basically, it's class, it's your journey to become Catholic.
I love that.
Yeah,
That is so cool. This is a breaking news.
breaking
Stacy
news.
is becoming Catholic.
Yeah, it's a 2-year process, by the way. This is no joke. And you have to do what you feels right. And you go to class once a week and you go to mass, and it's very overwhelming if you don't know I don't know anything about anything, as far as religion goes.
Hmm.
I was baptized Mormon.
Which also might be breaking news
Yeah,
to people.
but the church never felt right to me. We could do a whole episode on that. No disrespect to LDS. My
Yeah.
family is all LDS. But, you got to do what's right for what feels right to your soul. And this, to me, at this time in my life, feels right. So I have started that journey, and I'll share that. And, it's not for everybody. That's okay.
Season 2, we'll have more of that.
That's just me becoming, growing up.
I love it. And I think it's funny to share that one of Stacey's first classes, they had them read the passage in the Bible about uh was it Joseph?
It was Abraham. Abraham.
Abraham bringing up his son to sacrifice him to God. And she called me the next day and she was like, I don't know about this because
Correct.
I'm not going to sacrifice my son. And I was like, wait a second. We got to go into context. And we had like such a good discussion about like what that means in the Bible and how Jesus was sent to, like, if you are a follower of Jesus, like, you understand and all of this stuff. And she was like, okay, that is a lot different than what I was thinking.
Yeah, I walked out that night going, "Oh boy, I got a long way to go," because I am way my faith is I'd say my faith meter is like at a 1. Like it's a struggle. And if you are not a faithful person, like not faithful, but faith, like like believing like Jesus,
Hmm.
like I am not. I would not say I'm not like you, Kaitlyn. You're very Jesus loving. You know the Bible. That is not me. That is not me. And yeah, so I got a long way to go. To
Well,
say it lightly.
you're learning. You can't love something that you haven't learned about. Like,
Yeah,
why would you love Jesus if you know nothing about him?
correct.
Like, why?
Correct.
Just because someone told you
Right.
to? But the more that you learn, the more you'll see. And I'm excited for that journey for you. I feel like you're already learning things that you're like, wow, I really
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So
It's I love school. I have lots of degrees. And so to me it's school. So that's it's kind of how I look at
yeah,
it, school. I like to learn about new stuff.
I
I
love it.
love cultures, I love diversity. I love traveling, learning about languages. So to me this is a whole new language, a whole new school. And my graduation certificate would be if I get baptized. So, yeah.
So cool. And I mean, you've been to the Vatican,
I
so you
have
might as
I
well.
have been to the Vatican. I have.
I love that. See, this is exactly why we even started this show, is because we are still growing. We're still like going through it. And we wanted to do it with you guys. We wanted to do it with our audience because why do it by yourself? Like, we all need that best friend that we can have these kinds of conversations with.
Correct. Yeah, we love seeing you all in our lounge on Facebook. So if you're not in that lounge, make sure you join it. Share your stories, cheering each other on. We want to see more of you in there interact because we want to cheer you on. We want to hear your struggles, your success. And then we're looking for in the lounge, we have a Q&A posted of season 2. Send us any questions. We also have an email, glowupandgrowup@gmail.com, or post on our Facebook group. Or you can just message us directly if you don't want to kind of air it out there. I think we're both very accessible to message like
Yeah.
questions or even topics you want us to cover on season 2, as we are planning season 2 as we speak. And I'm excited for season 2 because I think we set the groundwork with our stories and our kind of journeys, but we kind of want to expand it to other people's journeys because we have our base. We don't need to talk about ourselves all the time. We want to share other people's glow ups and grow ups.
Yeah, and hear just from experts. We're not experts in all the things, so we want to talk to some experts in areas like menopause. A lot of you have asked about menopause, so we're
Yeah.
gonna bring in an expert for that. And being a mom or a wife, or being single, dealing with parents getting older and ill, like there's going to be a lot of really great topics in season 2, and a lot more than just me and
Yes.
Stacey. So I mean, we love it, but also you guys deserve to hear from some specialists. Because this podcast is ours, but it's also yours. So we want to keep hearing feedback, keep sending moments, let us know what you want, show us your glow ups, because we want to keep interacting with you even over our season break, because we're going to miss you guys.
I know. How long are we gone for?
A couple weeks till like the end of November.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh,
like 6
by the
weeks.
way, but Kaitlyn is the runner of the show. Like, she keeps me on track. She she is really the hero of the season 1.
Well,
Um, Kaitlyn is very, very organized. If you don't know that about her, so sometimes you won't think that because she's everywhere, but
no.
she is a very, very organized person when she's on task, and she really
when I have to
she's
be.
really the hero of season 1. I'll just have to give a shout out for that because you've kept me on track.
Thank you. But it's fun. It's fun, and I couldn't do it without you. So you keep me on track to keep us on track. That's the way that goes. All right. So we're gonna do some rapid
Ooh,
fire Q&A.
here we go.
All right. So first thing that comes to mind, back and forth. Daniel, can we get some fun music? So, okay. Stacey.
Yeah.
What's the biggest glow up of the year?
My biggest glow up for me, well, I'd have to say my boobs.
I love it. I mean, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to
Heck yeah.
have nice big boobs. I've never had big boobs, but they're like not too big, but it's nice. Like it was a reward. It was a little, I had some issues that I had to go with the boob job, but now they're like, now I can enjoy them and I love them. And I think, it's so
I love
vain
it.
to say, but that's really,
It's something that you have
yeah,
wanted and
yeah.
did.
So I think,
So who
yeah,
cares?
that's
Who's to say it's vain?
me.
Oh well.
I'll say something not vanity. I'm very proud of myself because I am the number 1 salesperson in the nation for Richmond American. So I did say that. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
that's a
I
that's a
love that.
huge glow up. It's a huge accomplishment. It's a season. I won't always be the number 1 person, but I am right now. So it's okay. No, I'm very humble. I know the struggles. And if you've watched the season, the struggles I've been through. And I didn't even go through the deeper struggles I've been through just because, we don't even know all my drama, but it's been a struggle. This is my winning season right now. And I'm enjoying my winning season because I went through a lot of losing seasons. So I
Yep.
say that not with arrogance. I just say that with I've really worked hard to be where I am right now. So that is a glow up for me.
Well, you also had to let go of a lot of things that you either wanted or thought you
Yeah,
wanted to get to your winning
correct.
season. Like you had to let go of what you thought life would look like and ended up somewhere completely
Yes.
unexpected, but also
Yes.
winning. So, and if you would have saw Stacey her first 6 months of work, you would
Mm,
not think she would be the top salesperson, because she was not
mm-mm.
happy.
No, it was a big struggle. It was a
So,
struggle.
it was a hard adjustment, and so now to be the top of that is just, I mean, and it was never the company, it was always a you thing, like, you just had to go through
Yes.
things, um, and now look at
Yeah,
you,
so I'm excited. I'm
glow
excited.
up.
That's my glow up. So
So
boobs
cool.
and my
I love
job.
it. I love it.
Okay, what about you? One thing you are leaving in your 30s because you are about to turn 40.
I know. I am leaving not standing up for myself. Just letting people, like, I'm very okay with being okay, and I know that I don't need approval from anyone.
Mm,
I don't need to be right. I don't need to whatever. So a lot of the times I'll just say like, "Okay, that's cool." And just like go on with my day because it doesn't get to me. But I think sometimes I do need to say like, "No, I don't like that," or "No, I don't want that. Like, I want something else," instead of just always going with what everyone else wants to do because I'm an oldest daughter. So that, that's what we do.
yeah.
We just say, okay, and let everyone else have their way. So I think that's my thing. I'm leaving behind, just not standing up for myself, not asking for what I want.
You said something that I think a lot of people seek is approval of others. And I would be here to tell you that the only person that needs to approve of you is yourself. And that
That's
goes
right.
back to self-love, that you just need to worry about yourself and approval of your decisions yourself, and don't worry what other people think or say about you because there's always going to be opinions. But that,
Oh, yeah.
that's a huge life lesson to learn. It takes a long time to learn it. And I
Hmm.
unfortunately have always really didn't care what people thought about me.
Yeah, I've been on that side most of the
Yeah.
time. There's certain times I'm not, but Stacey, pretty soon you're going to realize too that it's not just you, but it's what Jesus thinks about you too.
Oh, yeah, I knew she was gonna say it. I knew she was gonna say it. Yes. Yeah, I know. I know.
As long as I get to heaven one day and Jesus is like, "You did good," then I'm good. I don't care what anyone
Yeah.
else says.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that's it.
Yeah. That's
That's
it.
all.
I feel like season 2 Jesus is gonna be talked about a little bit more than we talked about it in season 1.
Oh. All right. What is your current glow up anthem? It's going to be something Taylor Swift.
My glow up anthem? I think the first thing that comes to mind is I love So High School because it reminds me of my boyfriend, and I literally every word on that reminds me of him. Like when I look at him, it is So High School, and that's a
Yeah.
glow up.
And he's a
He is a
baller.
baller. He's a basketball player.
And Aristotle.
Yeah, 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 and he knows, he knows plays. So, I relate to that song. I love that song. I love that song for Taylor, and I love that song for me. So, yeah, I think that's my little anthem. What about, do you have an anthem?
I don't think so. Uh, Maybe this season, my current glow up anthem would be "I Can Do It with a Broken Heart,"
Oh
Taylor
yeah,
Swift. I do that a lot, and I really haven't shared a ton, but I've had a very hard
I'd
season.
said that.
Um, I've had a lot of loss in the last couple months. I mean, I can't say everything, but my mom has cancer, and that has been really hard. I have another family member with cancer too who doesn't want to be talked about, um, and have lost somebody very close to me, and lost a baby in the last six
Yeah.
months. So it's just been a very tough season, and I've just kept going. I've allowed myself to cry. I cry all the time, but I've also kept going. So I think that would be my season.
Yeah, that's a good song. I think that was my song last year. Or was it, or was it the year before? You know what season I'm talking about.
Oh, I
But
know. I know.
that song is so like that's a great song.
Yeah, it's just like let's turn on the lights and do it. Especially, I mean, I physically turn on my lights, get on camera, and go
Yeah.
live, even if I was
You
crying
have
20
to do
minutes
it. Yeah.
before.
The show must go on. Life of a
Mhm.
showgirl.
That's right.
Life of a showgirl. I had to get that in.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. All right. Worst fail of the season for you. Worst fail.
Worst fail. Besides my eyelash falling off in the middle of
That
an
was funny.
episode.
Kind of used it as a shield for some things in my life as well. So, oh, that's a blooper.
I think, I don't know. I don't have one. I don't have
Okay.
one because I think every failure is for a reason. Like it leads you to, I don't think that they're like failures are bad. I think they're just a step.
No, the lessons.
Yeah, they're just a step towards doing what you're meant to do. So I don't have one. What's one thing you want every woman listening to remember?
Ooh, one. So I would say positive affirmations. Talk to yourself, say your goals out loud, and set up your dream board, your vision board for 2026.
Oh yeah.
Get it ready.
Oh yeah.
That was like
It's
3
coming.
things, but you know. Okay.
All kind of
Yeah.
the same.
Hardest thing about recording a podcast.
Doing all the things, making sure the camera's set up and the mics are working and your headphones are on and the sound levels are the same, and we're both hot messes. Like we don't do that kind of stuff. So like being on time, the both of us to be on time in the same
Never
day
happens.
is like
It never
wild.
happens. One of us is always late.
So it just yeah. So just actually doing it, actually recording the podcast is the hardest part. Stacey, what is your favorite thing that's happened since we've been recording? So since we've started this, what's your favorite thing?
Related to the podcast or just in general?
In general.
My favorite thing. No, I think my favorite for the podcast is, I think just getting the story out there and sharing that with friends, family, or strangers who don't even know us. I think my favorite thing is just sharing. I think it's therapeutic to talk about your struggles and to be humble.
Oh yeah.
And to be a little more transparent and not just the Instagram version of ourselves, or the whatever social media in general version of ourselves, because I do not post things that are bad or struggles that I have, because I don't think people really care. Really, they don't care about your problems, and that's okay. They're my problems, not someone else's. And I think that social media should be a happy place, even though a lot of times it's not. But I do want to share my highlight reel and share joy, happiness, funny things. And I don't want to share, the other stuff, because it's just perpetrate, I'm not, oh, sorry you're going through that. Oh, yeah, I don't need that validation. I just want to share, and I want to sell someone a house.
I love that. I just want to share and sell someone a house.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, or some insurance,
I
or
love
some
it.
insurance.
I mean, I love it.
Okay. Thing you're most excited for next season?
I am most excited to just grow. I think that season 1, I think we're going to look back on in a couple of years and be like, wow, that was a little rough. Like, we're not polished yet. We don't know. We're not professionals. So I'm excited to see, like, now that we know what we know, how to move forward and how to do it a little bit better and how to start interviewing people and having a guest on the podcast, and learning all of that, learning, how to advertise better or whatever it is. I'm just excited to get better. And I think that's super exciting.
Because this is a business. This
Yeah.
is a business. We opened up a brand new business. This podcast is a business. We do pay. This isn't free. We are spending money to do this. And we do have a plan, but we just kind of want to get our feet wet here and figure out what we're doing. But we do have to put our business plan together, and our intention is to grow this more and more. To more. There's so many women to share this story with.
Right. And I think that goes into like what is next for us. Season 2 is coming in November. So that's super excited.
Yeah, and we're gonna go even deeper, real talk. Some guests, and I'm excited for some of our guests we're bringing on. These are some big time guests. And more stories, powerful conversations that I think you guys will find very interesting. And speaking of November, we have a girl turning 40 during our season 2 drops coming up. That would be you, Kaitlyn, the big 40.
I know. I I am so excited to turn 40. I just did a really fun photo shoot that we'll show some
Yes.
pictures of, but the amount of people that messaged me and was like, "Girl, 40 is amazing. Just wait, blah blah blah." Like I feel like when I turned 30, people were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, "Oh, 30." And now that I'm turning 40, people are like, "Oh, girl, just wait. It gets better from here. Like your life is just starting." So, I am so excited. But when we are going into the next season, we're going to be talking about all the feels of stepping into a new decade, which is going to be so fun.
Yep, season 2, new stories, new guests, and apparently a whole new decade for Kaitlyn.
But not just me, because during season 2, you turn
Ooh,
50. So it
50.
is new decades for us both next season.
Yes, I am so excited to turn 50. I really am excited to leave my 40s because I hear your 50s are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, truly, I feel like you had rough
I did.
40s, I had rough
I did.
30s. I think that I don't know. I think that we learned so much that the next decade has to be
Yeah,
great. Like, I mean, and even if it's just as bad or worse,
correct.
we know how to handle it better. Like, it's just not going to be as emotionally exhausting for us because we can do it.
You know, when you look back, so I look back now at when I turned 40. When I turned 40, I had a yacht party in San Diego and I had 25 friends there. And it was a
Oh my god, I
great
love that.
party. I loved every minute of it. People still talk about it. And this year,
I love
I
that.
always, I always celebrate me. I just do. Like, so if you want to party, like throw it
Mhm.
yourself. That's just how I feel. Because if you want it done right. So for 50,
I
yeah,
agree.
so for 50, I said, what do I want to do? Where do I want to be? I've already done the yacht party, like that's a repeat. We got to do something different. And I decided on a cruise with my mother. I have the privilege of my mother still being here, and I love her so much. And we are going on a cruise, and we got a free cruise because we get lots of free cruises, and we're going on the Star of the Seas, the
I
biggest
love it.
ship in the world, brand new ship. And I
Ooh.
booked it because we get the offer. I didn't even look at the itinerary because I'm like, it's during my birthday, perfect. And oh, by the way, my mom's birthday is 4 days after mine, so it's a birthday week,
Oh,
so it's both
perfect.
our birthdays. But my favorite island in the Caribbean, Saint Martin, is where we will be on my birthday. So I was meant to
Stop.
be there, on my birthday. I
That's
booked
awesome.
2 excursions that day. One of them is a catamaran because I love the
I love
catamaran,
it.
and the other one's just like a city tour of Saint Martin because normally I'll go watch. This is the island where the airplanes go right over the ocean. If you ever watch that,
Oh,
the
the
beach, it's
beach.
amazing. So
Yeah,
I've
where
done that like 10 times, but I'm like, okay, I need to do something different. So we're going to St. John. We're taking a catamaran from Saint Martin to St. John, which is the Beverly Hills of the Caribbean. So
I loved we went to St. John on a LuLaRoe cruise, St. Martin
oh
and
yeah,
St.
yeah.
John.
So if you can like say if anything's more Stacy and St. John on her birthday, on 50th birthday,
I love
I'm
it.
so excited.
You have to be wearing a sparkle bathing suit though.
Yeah,
It has to
I'll
be
find
pink.
one. I'll find one. That's a good idea.
You need a special 50th birthday bathing suit.
I'll get the 50th. Like I'm gonna be
Yeah,
obnoxious in the Caribbean with a 50th birthday.
I love that. I love it. I'm going to celebrate my 40th birthday next year because it's just been a heck of a couple months. So,
You can celebrate it whenever you want.
we're going to celebrate it next year because I feel like the same. If I want to party, I will do it.
Yep,
And I just don't have the mental capacity right now. And that's okay
that's
too.
okay.
It's okay to not have a big, fabulous, huge party for a birthday. That's okay. It's just not a year for that for us. So I love it. I usually love having parties, but this year I just am not into it.
That's all right.
So that's okay. So you're gonna get both of that. You get Stacy's fabulous 50th and my quiet 40th. And I'm gonna have a fabulous 41st.
Your time will come. Your time will come for the fabulous birthday.
It is what it is. But what we are going to miss is Tuesday mornings because we have loved the podcast coming out and talking to you
Yes.
guys and hanging out with you guys and all of that. So please stay connected with us because we're going to miss you guys. Like this has been such a fun, 10-week thing and it's just become a part of our habit now is Tuesdays.
Yeah, before we close, we just do want to thank you, everyone listening right now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up, letting us be part of your, even a few minutes of your day. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah. And we just also want to remind you that you're still becoming her. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be where you think you need to be. We're still growing. We're still glowing. You can glow right where you're at and continue to grow. So we just want to remind you guys, season 2 is coming and we're still changing. We're still growing. We're going to try something new. We're going to try a little signature line, if you will. Oh, let's see. Let's see if it sticks. And if it does, we'll use it in season 2. Ready? All right, sis. Until next time.
Keep glowing.
And keep
growing.
We're not good at this yet,
Yeah,
but we'll try
we'll
for
try.
season 2.
Yeah, we'll try.
Tune in to see if we can get our signature line better.
We will keep trying and keep growing and keep glowing.
We'll see you guys in November.
Bye.
Bye-bye.